Today's visualization is going to be a continuation of the last visualization I did, which was called Beach Bicycle Ride. This can also be a standalone visualization. Where I left off in the last visualization was I was riding my beach cruiser bike along the beach with a friend, and we were coming up on some really yummy smelling restaurants. And so now I'm going to go with my friend. You can pick whoever you want to go with you. And we're going to go eat at one of these waterfront restaurants. The breeze carries the salty tang of the ocean as I slow my bike and I steer it onto the wooden boardwalk. It creaks gently under my tires, harmonizing with the buzzing chatter of hungry and eager customers that are going into a variety of oceanside cafes up ahead. Beside me, my adventure companion, whom I just shared a beautiful sunset bike ride along the beach with, pulls to a stop, and with a wide grin between their cheeks that are flustered with energy, they say, "Here it is." They gesture toward the restaurant ahead. A weathered sign swings gently in the breeze, reading Sea Haven Grill. Strands of fairy lights loop around the patio railings, glowing faintly against the deepening orange and pink of the sunset. The air smells faintly of grilled seafood and warm bread, and it mingles perfectly with the warm, salty, fish-scented smell coming from the ocean on the breeze. We secure our bikes to a rack near the entrance, and as we step onto the patio, I am struck by how intimate and inviting the space feels. Tables are arranged with a perfect view of the ocean at sunset, and the sound of live acoustic guitar floats in the air, and it is soft and soothing. A server greets us warmly and leads us to a table right near the edge of the deck. From here, the waves look close enough to touch, rolling lazily in the fading light. Can this get any better? My companion asks as we settle into our chairs. Their excitement is contagious, and I find myself nodding with a big smile. The menu is a work of art in itself, with descriptions that make every dish sound like a small adventure. My dining companion immediately points to the seafood dish called paella and grins. "This is so me," they say, tapping the menu. I scan the options, finally landing on the grilled swordfish with a mango pineapple salsa and roasted asparagus. It sounds light yet flavorful, a perfect complement to the evening. And for drinks, I choose the tropical sangria, a type of wine punch, it states on the menu. My partner opts for a virgin sparkling grapefruit mocktail. As we wait, the first sip of my sangria fills my senses. It's fruity and cool, with hints of citrus and just a whisper of spice from the cinnamon stick garnish. The glass beads with condensation, and I feel the cold trickle against my palm as I hold it. It's as if I'm drinking a distilled version of the sunset, golden, bright, and refreshing. The food arrives, and the aromas are intoxicating. My plate is a masterpiece. The swordfish glistens with a slight char. The salsa is vibrant with shades of yellow and red, and the asparagus spears are perfectly roasted with a hint of garlic and lemon zest. The first bite of swordfish melts in my mouth. It's tender and subtly smoky with the sweet, tangy kick of mango pineapple salsa perfectly complementing it. The salsa bursts with freshness. The fruit's juiciness mingles with a hint of cilantro. I close my eyes for a moment, savoring it. And when I open them, my dining partner is watching me with a knowing grin. Good? They tease. Beyond good, I say, laughing. It's happiness on a plate. It's just so fulfilling after all the energy I used up riding my bike along the beach to get here. My partner is equally enamored with their paella, raving about the saffron-infused rice and the perfectly cooked shrimp and mussels. Try this, they say, scooping a small bite onto their fork and leaning over the table. I taste it, and the flavors are warm and earthy, the seafood tender and infused with spices of the broth. Between bites, we share stories and laugh as we recall feel-good memories, our voices blending with the gentle murmur of other diners and the occasional cry of a gull. The evening feels timeless, as if the world just pushed pause for us. As the meal winds down, the server brings a dessert menu, and we decide to share a slice of key lime pie. It arrives with a dollop of whipped cream and a drizzle of tart lime syrup. The first bite is a revelation, creamy and tangy and just the right amount of sweetness. Each forkful feels like a tiny celebration, and we both agree it is the perfect ending to the meal. Sitting back and full of content, I glance out at the horizon where the last streaks of pink fade into a deep indigo. A thought occurs to me, and I voice it aloud. If this moment were a color and an emotion, what do you think it would be? My adventure companion tilts their head, considering. I think it would be golden, like a warm hug. I close my eyes, imagining it. Golden warmth spreads through me, wrapping me in a sense of safety and joy, as though every nerve in my body is bathed in sunlight, pulsing with optimism and calm. I breathe in deeply, letting the feeling linger, imprinting it into my memory. And when I open my eyes, the world feels even more vibrant. My partner catches my gaze and smiles, and I know that they feel it too. We linger a little longer, sipping the last of our drinks and watching the stars begin to appear. Finally, we stand, our chairs scraping softly against the wood of the floor. We walk out to look for the next shuttle to take us back to our vehicle at the start of our bike ride. We leave the rented bikes behind as instructed. The golden glow of the evening stays with me, a quiet promise that moments like this are always worth seeking out. And with that, this little dining adventure comes to a close, leaving me eager for where our delicious restaurant exploration activities will lead us next.